Hi, my fellow friends. This is me, your one and only Razer. Today, there would be no exploration, no multiplayer. Today, it is Archon quest time. कितना हो गया? 781. आज एक 10 pull होएगा.
Here, over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time?
Hello, Glaze. Welcome to the stream.
You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite.
क्या अजीब दिखती है
Please
डोरी.
oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you
Discord
know,
notifications.
that kind of
अच्छा है, ऐसे
information
करो. Discord
isn't
join
going
करो.
to
वहाँ पे
be
notifications
cheap.
पक्के से आते हैं.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker,
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Ein El Ahmar? You mean the Aramites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're
Please
already
like her though.
familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, that Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info.
Please, it's my...
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of... Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham.
Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's...
Dory even gave us evidence to
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must... All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ein al-Ahmar. In which case, if we play our cards right...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein El-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hand. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's...
Yep.
चलो मारा-मारी टाइम. सुमेरु weirdishly बड़ा और अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को. But the thing is, Sumeru quests and all are mostly underground. काफी things are underground, and then it's hard to find and look at that. Like, it is so big that all the quests, all those chests and all are so hard to find. Unlike Mondstadt, just word.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations. This is turning into.
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come! Oh, mine took a
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stay clear!
Fire hazard!
Where do you think you're...
Feeling lucky today?
Animal hypostasis emulation! Don't be scared! My guiding stars!
Everybody stand back!
Absorption test!
Yeah!
Oh, cutscene.
Academia scum!
So, ठीक है. अरे भाई, that is a good. I'm gonna make a shot out of it.
Boss,
I'll give you
finally. Did you use it?
credits.
Great! Now we can... Boss?
I don't want nothing. What's the best activity for Java or Dota? Gojo.
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection now.
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Bro. Credit कि तेरा clip है बताते हुए.
World, forget me.
ये क्या था? I like the way basically Dendro catchy.
What into that just happened? It's like
हाँ, so that weapon है ना, guys don't forget to like करो.
It looks like he used the divine
That
knowledge
weapon
capsule.
है ना, which you buy from
the divine knowledge capsule did jack to him?
star वाला glitter thing. फिर क्या फायदा?
Oh yeah.
This
You mean how
key,
some
it's not
researchers
mera
go
thing,
insane
it is
after
your
getting
thing.
knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors
World
suggest.
forget me, remember that phrase.
Possessing
is
it
important.
doesn't grant you divine wisdom or
World
power.
forget me, okay.
Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
So.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open
I
it.
back in 13 to study history.
Oh,
Oh,
who
we
knows what would
aspect
have
or
happened
what
to us?
तुम्हारे पापा जी
As
bought है.
things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom,
welcome.
scholars have no reason to desire.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us
वालों
good.
में एक और नया मैप हाँ देखा मैंने पुराना पर्ल पे एक भी गेम नहीं खेला मैं हो
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham. Until we meet
पर्ल
again.
मैप कितना बड़ा है it has 3 sides and rotating doors oh a new 3 side map nice सीखने में टाइम लगने वाला मतलब
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
मैं पर्ल के आने से पहले पिछले वालों से मैं अच्छा करने आया Hemlo Sensei Minacho, welcome.
We didn't miss the Subzeru's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Dunyarzad.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Paimon इतना
Just
खुश
as
होता है ना
promised,
पागल
Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate. Indeed. The festival's
How was
tomorrow.
the nice
We've been
it
preparing
was.
for so
I
long
couldn't
that...
see your reaction.
can't
Right, that
No
was
need to be nervous.
Thanks, Paimon. Speaking of which,
Creepy
did you...
Of course we went. A lot of things happened.
I see. If there is another chance.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a life.
Dia, you were eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is
Your
part
Dia
of the
looks
job.
hot, man.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could... The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you.
Even when you put it that way,
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
दिमाग खराब कर
Okay,
boards within
fine,
2
but
months
only
पढ़ाई करो
tonight.
पढ़ाई फिर
tomorrow's a big day and
और लाइक
many...
करो
Oh, you two must be... I've already prepared a room for you to...
Whoa, you're...
more than 1,000 roses
Yeah.
2.06 तेरा भाई जॉड है
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
साकुरा क्लींजिंग से एक लेवल कम दिमाग खराब है इधर
That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around? All of my friends will be working the festival.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to...
Then let's meet at the nearby...
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too
Guys,
excited
tell
to
me,
fall
why do
asleep
people
tonight.
yawn with
See you
covered
tomorrow.
mouth and then someone do like this?
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival. Oh, no.
Ruka Paimon.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet...
मालूम पड़ा फेस्टिवल खत्म चुटकी वाले I don't know
Traveler, Paimon,
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Today,
You've worked so hard for this.
you know it. Well, Bishop. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
कल
They
पाए
paid
था
for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This
Some people
is
breathe
a
out
stall
while
offering
eating, yeah, so
foods
they
from the
cover their
Haft
mouth.
Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of
I've
fruit.
created alt account in
It's
that
all
I am
vegetarian
gold 2,
stuff.
but I wanted to
Aw,
be
Paimon's a
smart,
little
but I got
disappointed.
gold 2, but on my original
So,
wallet gave me bad
what's
image.
the
Amar, I
Haft
have
Mewa
already
feast you mentioned just now?
claimed the
It's
300
another
free
Sub-Zero's
Pimos, but
festival
thanks for
tradition.
reminding.
People used to set
Welcome
their
guys,
tables with
welcome to the
7
stream,
different
welcome to
foods.
the
Generally
Numerous
speaking, the
Kotha.
most common selections were
We're
foods like
playing today
Rikishba
Genshin
mushrooms,
Impact
Milo
and
Pala
completing
lotus.
our
So,
Archon
the
quest.
Sub-Zero?
You don't
I
have to
have-
be a vegetarian
I
to
have
enjoy
done
this bread.
so many explorations and not
But
the
if that's
Archon
the
quest,
case,
I'm gonna do
if
Archon.
Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs,
I
grilled
want that gold
steak?
gun buddy. You will get, if you
Oh,
reach
Traveler,
gold,
we
then
have
you will
to go
get
to
the gold
Netland as
buddy.
soon as
You don't have to be
possible.
on gold rank to get the gold buddy.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks.
Why can't
All right, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
I have no idea. Why?
Dear
you
customers,
get.
would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun.
Right?
तो देखो
I
gold
thought
tooth
the
का
same
गहना
when I
मिल
first
जाएगा.
heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents,
don't have
I'll
any.
use them to perform
Oh,
a random
God.
transmutation.
Sure sound.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back.
How long? It's not how
Sounds so
long.
much
It's
more credible when
how
Dunyarzad says it.
fast I
Are you
earn
guys
those
working
primo gems
together?
and then I wish.
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks
43.
more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
43. I'm doing 10 pulls only, so I get
Generally
a 4
speaking,
star.
the moon
topper.
signifies... It means... Wait
I
a
need
moment.
900 abhi
Is
फिलहाल.
he really looking it up in a...
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather
You are
ominous.
close, bro. No.
Yes,
Soft
but
pretty
this book
starts
says
from
that if you
50 or
trust your
60,
intuition...
no.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival is very lively a long time.
ये देखो 811 है अभी मेरे पास. I need 700 more. 800 more. 800 more. 800 more.
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation
are-
if you want any Yalta
Oh,
candies.
lol, bhai.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
That banner has eyes sensitive faster.
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalta candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyal.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Subzerus.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one? Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto chahiye.
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? It's all right.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 3.
Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had a...
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important...
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies!
It's Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candies.
Candies? You can only do
Paimon
20
really
wishes on
wanted
that
the
banner, then
carriageless
it's
Knight
gonna
of
disappear
Flowers.
forever.
They all basically sound the same. We got our
Wait,
candy,
rewind,
so let's
explain me
get going.
properly again.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited.
Noel banner is
We're too
beginner's
late.
luck banner or called
Who knew
something
the
like
little
that.
lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck.
You must
She's
have done-
walking
you
right
must
into our
have
clutches.
Must.
Those Aramites
I haven't
don't
pulled
look
on
like
that Noel
they're
banner
any
ever.
Good.
Who are you? I don't...
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler,
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we
Don't speak so disrespectfully.
Don't worry about it. Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to...
no! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them!
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for your...
जाना कहाँ है? You need only 8 wishes for 1 10 pull cause they give 2 extra pulls.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale.
You
are
must
you in
have
shock?
don't want 10
Yeah.
pulls on there.
I'm fine.
You sure you'll...
I'll be fine after some rest.
What is you must
I'm
have
more
don't
worried about
want 10
Dia.
pull?
After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or
I'll
rather,
put 20
did
pull,
anyone
it
follow you?
disappears 'cause it's for beginners.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. It can't be.
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया उसमें कभी.
The anonymous donate.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad.
Thank you very much.
Don't be like...
Are you feeling unwell?
My lady, your condition.
Truly.
मैंने अभी तक कभी भी नहीं किया रे. Chances remaining 20 out of 20. And your first 10 wish set is guaranteed to include Chivalric Blossom Noel, and your second 10 wish set is guaranteed to include one other minimum 4-star character. Beginner's wish expires after 20 times. After the wish expires, the page will disappear. In most cases, the base probability of all characters will be evenly distributed. If there is a boost or guarantee in effect, please refer to the corresponding rule. Base probability of winning 5-star character 0.6. Guaranteed to win 4-star character. 3-star weapons won in this wish come with Master Lair. Oh. Hello, sir. Welcome, Rowan. Catching Chichi Jean Diluk Mona. Sucrose and Ningwang Medal Champion. Oh! Let's go! $5. Sorry, my Rowan. Thank you. Gilly Chubni. My friend got Jean, I got Deluxe from that. At least Chichi to nahi mil raha na. I would love to have those characters.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity.
Oh my god,
Sumeru's current
Australian
medical advancements
$5.
still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
With Raiden today.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I keep compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. Its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything else. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful.
Hakka noodles.
At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also...
Thank you two so much. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. Thanks. There will always... Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her, and with that, my wish will...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's...
Yeah! We should still make it in time.
Hakka Noodles ने बनाया हुआ गेम खेल रहा हूँ. Hakka Noodles ने बनाया हुआ गेम खेल रहा है तू. अच्छा मैं भी 1 million करूँगा once I get WGS. What is this 1 million and all? मजाक है क्या? बोल तो ऐसा है जैसा हलवा है.
Add Astro.
Astra Brisupis. यार अच्छा है यार, तुम लोगों को भी खेलना चाहिए, तुम लोग भी तो को अच्छा लगेगा। लाइक बस प्रॉब्लम ये कि टाइम इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है बहुत गेम खेलने के लिए। मैं पहले मेरे को भी नहीं पसंद था, फिर मैं ऐसा खेलना शुरू किया, मैं लगा क्या ये लोग पूरा दिन भर ऐसे खेलते रहते हैं। फिर मैंने खेलना शुरू किया तब
Were
जाके
you not
मालूम
aware
पड़ा।
that the law prohibits this type of performance?
Over there! Someone's...
I think I just saw the Academia's grand sage.
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus festival.
Check
If we
Tony
can't perform
Toka
it-
YouTube channel.
The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large... If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation.
And see his
The Grand
deluxe
Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of... Our Archon created the
3 million plus
utopia that is
kiyaye
Sumeru
look ke
City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth,
Byte,
while people
3
like you wish
million.
to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next GIGABYTE day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's...
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad,
Yeah.
let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zerus so much.
It's okay. Seeing you care, it would be too risky to continue the
If you say so.
the next. Yes. Okay. It's a.
यार मुझे देखना था इसका दान।
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those...
It really is okay. Still.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase.
We're gonna be late! It's all because you... We should go meet Dunyarzad.
Huh? एक मिनट, ये क्या हुआ? अबे ये तो कर लिया है मैंने।
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
You seem kind of...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure.
अबे मैं ये कर चुका हूँ।
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed.
They're all plant, actually. What?
It's one of the Sub-Zerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? I thought that it...
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking it up in a...
Oh, Right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing.
Deja vu.
I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still.
ओए मैं कर चुका मुझे नहीं करना ये
Where to next?
बिहार
Things can't go on like this.
You can send video links.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the next.
Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have...
What's to pick?
It's not that...
Ooh!
And there's also lizard tail...
What?
Great! These boxes of candy... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon, bet you had incredible luck and... Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously big. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? A feeling... Oh, Paimon knows what that is. In that case, Paimon also felt... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that... Oh... That... Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted up. Then, you mean... That's impossible. We were... So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been,
Looks like. I forgot the
Dinnerside is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinnerside.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already...
Deja vu? No. But my days have been this...
Oh, Paimon, see...
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilu's Dance of Subs.
बड़ा चालाक है. React to this one video. नाम बता वीडियो का because you can't send the link.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, when we return, have the
Understood. I will.
the Sub-Zero's fest.
Nilu?
Oh, it's okay. But you've been real. It truly isn't true, but the next. Wait. No, nothing. I'll be heading back to.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Heal 5.8 million highest plunge. ठीक है मैं करता हूँ.
So, in the end, maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
अच्छा भाई it is written groggy. I read orgy.
Same here. That's why
On stream हाँ on stream ही करूँगा. But अभी नहीं. थोड़ा देर मेरे को खेलना है.
How about we settle in
So
and
that I
get
can
a
earn
good
primo.
night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
फिर से. फिर से.
Good morning, Dinyarzad!
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks he's...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero. Oh, are you interested in Yalda?
No.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon?
Ah!
What?
That couldn't have been luck. How? Mind reading? X-ray?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
What, Naida?
Hey, what's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. for? Why did we come? Traveler? That's...
ओए पंछी गायब। नाइडा।
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon?
भाई crazy, मेरा दिमाग फट रहा है।
Well, this seems kind of...
What the fuck? बोला fuck?
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No, have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. What about
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of... It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad, that first Dunyarzad, is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories?
Hi, my brain is not
going on?
able to process any of this.
Wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth,
my
that's
partner in crime, my partner in everything is here, guys.
Told the
Respect
truth instead of discovering it yourselves,
She the
it
real.
would literally blow your
She.
minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after...
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers.
Hi guys, what's
All I can do is
up?
raise a gale to delay her.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
किड को लोली बोलते हैं। ओ Deja vu.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? The Grand Sage... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. We've already the Grand Sage... The moon... What's happening right... That should be it. My mind... That should...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought
a simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Junior's
the Sub-Zeru's...
Let's think about our current situation. To save Juniors, and to do that, we need... Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but...
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest. Huh? What brought this about? I heard... What kind of philosophical Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere...
He actually has a point. True. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream...
भाई बहुत ज़्यादा scratchy हो गया ये तो.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to... Ooh,
You're really... So, you're admitting that you don't...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for... What you just said. Are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the...
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears...
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah.
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could've went—
We want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to—
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she would... People in Sumeru don't dream. The moon, illusions, and lies. My mind feels exhausted. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
ये हो क्या? कौन सा है guys?
Tell her, Traveler.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And
all right, so this is
it's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this...
पर एक्ट खत्म होने के पहले एक दिन स्मोल चलेगा। मैं जब तक मुझे रेडन नहीं मिलती मैं यही गेम खेल रहा हूँ। Can be offline. I know it can be offline or online.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
I know.
We just wanted her to see
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically...
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been... So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to...
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the...
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It
इनको
compiles
पता ही
the
नहीं
wisdom of
यही
the
है God of
entire
Wisdom.
populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the Gnosis of Sumeru.
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been... That doesn't sound right. I need to... That doesn't sound right. My mind...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now, when the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Why this thing has gotten so interesting?
Knowledge.
इसको
You think
anime होना
the
चाहिए,
Akasha
कोई show
pulled a
या
180 and
कुछ तो।
is extracting information from... Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like if we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Wait. And people are saying this is a very bad quest. Bro, it is so interesting. I don't know what is wrong with these people who don't like this. I loved it.
Paimon remembers...
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other...
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to fight a...
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, you're...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory...
Traveler, what do you think?
Muscle memory build हो रही है लेकिन.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget...
Bro.
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnapper. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey, what kind of an answer?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is how many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more.
That's why it makes no sense to get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you...
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that...
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever.
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon's flattered and everything.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
That Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that?
So, what's your new...
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. and Dia was able to use her experiences to Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies... Mercenaries rely heavily... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again. The moon... The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We've already experienced...
Oh, then the beep we hear every night, that's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already been, but muscle memory can't be erased.
A brilliant deduction.
कैसे ताली मार रही है?
Nahida, tell us if we're right.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might...
Right! She did help us find her...
हर बार दिया से पूरा पेंडी मालूम पड़ा डिया डेड I'm pretty sure Dia is dead.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also...
It hurt? Why?
Well, you're still getting used...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body is already...
Yes, your memories...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? What?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to... It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad, 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 अरे थोड़ा नाड़ा धड़न नाड़ा धड़न धड़न धड़ा
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school, the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy. As well, it's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even—
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy—
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved mark. Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached— Yep, that's true. So— strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's real. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning? How about we go back and ask Nahi?
You're back early today.
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not—
leaving the city. As far as I remember—
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so—
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before—
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get— Our memories are back! About that— Well—
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll—
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Subzeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Why can't we leave the city? What?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a
I have a real emergency. My goods—
That's your problem. Make sure you make—
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider
Anish
info,
Sharma,
I would have left this
welcome.
stupid po—
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own. This is a good spot. And the guard— Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get— Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but— okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and— Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours
don't think...
कितनी अर्निंग हो गई एड्स तो बहुत आ रही है देखो देखो एड
You,
देखो
but you
अर्निंग तो
also
है
said that Paimon should stay.
enough for me to live
So scared the entire day. Okay. Paimon will forget.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell... I see. Using 2 people...
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was what?
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being... Well... Okay.
Yep! Now we're talking!
for real I mean pocket money type का proper जिससे गुजारा pocket money type है गुजारा जितना नहीं हुआ अभी तक वो लेकिन हो सकता है once my shorts my videos my streams are being you know viewed by a lot of people and they are sharing people are reacting to some certain stuff also उसमें भी मेरा हाथ होना चाहिए like creating good content
Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha term?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee that
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's all right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the message.
okay I'm thinking of starting a channel after my boards it is not
Can't
it
go
is
back.
not going to be
There are countless spaces here. Our Subzeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
It is going to be hard because अभी अगर शुरू कर रहे हो ना तो फिर for you to get you know recognized it's going to be very hard.
It sounds like you left the
It will
Sumeru
make you
city
feel like
space
मैं
when
क्यों
you
कर रहा हूँ ये
set
सब
foot
it will make
outside
you
of the
feel
walls.
like कि नहीं होगा मुझे जाने दो
Everything
but
looked
then you have to be
completely
determined and you
normal
have to
when
be
Paimon was
unique
looking
and
out from the
nice
inside.
and whatever you do.
That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it,
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Are actually?
why did the message...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear
the message. It should have come from the Travelers.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
all the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
देखते हैं,
so
अभी तो PC
that's what it
नहीं है।
is.
अरे पहले PC
After the
चलेगा।
sound of the beep,
अभी तो
the
बहुत अच्छा
final
PC चलेगा
space,
because
the Subzero's
you are
festival
using only
also
one PC to
disappears,
game also and
we're
stream
taken to the
also.
next day.
And games
Later
are
on,
evolving each and
Traveler
every
also
day.
mentioned a
Improving,
bunch of new
evolving,
spaces
updating, upgrading, whatever you
materializing
want to say.
behind them. Do
So
lots
you
of
need a
new
lot of
spaces appear
good PC.
every day?
And a good PC
Paimon's
costs
head
around
is
1 to
spinning.
1.5 lakh.
Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's a... Hey! Where are you going?
Are your specs enough for all the work to be done on? Ha, it is enough actually. Sometimes it gets worse, not worse, but sometimes it is like कि it is not enough, but then later on it gets fine. So like वो बीच में tweaks रहते हैं, मतलब ऐसा glitches रहते हैं, up down होता रहता है बस.
Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no.
Welcome. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
i5 12 Gen or your CPU? I would recommend you to go for AMD because AMD graphic cards, AMD CPUs can handle multi-threaded renderings and all. Like it is multi-threaded, you can do multiple tasks together without stressing your computer. Intel can also do the job, but AMD is recommended for most of that stuff. I am a AMD user. I like AMD.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Hmm. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. The moon, illusions. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except we are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream, rather the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru
360
think
का
they
लिया
don't
अभी
dream,
recently लिया
but the
मैंने.
truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the god. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the
पहले
Dendro
1660
Archon,
super
right?
था.
That would
1660 super
explain
था
why
मेरे
the
पास.
Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Rukkhadevata.
So the real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many... My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing, but as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that...
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
So is it a big? It is kind of a big jump because मैं 1660 पे था GTX and I switched to RTX.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention
Monitor
it,
ACER लिखा है वो description में
you've
सब
been
कुछ है.
hinting to us since the very beginning.
Description में तुम वो देख सकते हो.
Thinking back to when we were
ACER
asking all
नाम भूल गया
over
मैं.
the place for info about
K
Lesser
something.
Lord Kusanali. Paimon
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara. That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in it, so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
हाँ वो सब मैंने हटा के रखा है अभी यूज नहीं करते हम लोग वैसे भी ज़्यादा कोई अभी मैंने स्ट्रीम करना बंद किया ना तो पब्लिक नहीं आ रहा था स्ट्रीम पे तो there wasn't any like कुछ था नहीं as such. Like there were no people for using all those things. मैंने हटा के रख दिया.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Traveler, do you have...
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia Traveler, do you...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound...
Celebrate the birth of... Could it mean...
Can't we get over 60 FPS? No, we can't.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way!
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other...
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees,
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the...
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
I am into
speaking
PCs
of
and all. Not
The old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who inspired...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so,
अबे मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, मैं बार-बार कर रहा हूँ, पर मुझे मजा आ रहा है. लाइक अभी नेक्स्ट क्या, मुझे नेक्स्ट देखने क्या हो रहा है भाई. मस्त था.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating my...
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archon...
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
वो गूज़बम्स वाला मोमेंट भी आएगा इमोशनल. बे यार वो मर गई बे दुनियाज़ाद.
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their conscious, which means, with the power of imagination...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like... And even if we did find them, how? After all, like you said, don't...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the travel...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant...
Paimon, she was such a good person. Yeah. Saving but Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a... Let's go ask him some
Primo! यही तो मांगता है हमको. प्रीमो मांगता है. भाग भाग मैं यहाँ आ जाती है। अरे
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment? That came out of no...
could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is...
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay, my wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious?
No.
After what I just... When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh no, bichara.
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of the...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is what... Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
फाइनली एक फाइट आया। मैं बताऊंगा तो नहीं, बट एक गेस नहीं मुझे कुछ नहीं करना। बट फिर भी अगर गेस बोल रहा है तो मेरे को लग रहा है दिया हो सकती है, या फिर हम खुद।
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308. The night is cold.
Try to keep up.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Swirl, Mark 2. That's not right. Cold, mine took a nap.
The fuse is lit! Go with Bishop down!
You want this one? I'll be...
My guiding stars.
Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork!
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Didn't you? Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around. Yeah, Even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's gonna take a... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much... Should we open it?
Almost 16 days I was finally able to get these new tools for the Subgoal. When the festival ends, even Paimon will probably continue the news, so I was hoping I was able to be used to before that. Compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharva village water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found the water drinkable again. Someone said a green light was seen near the water so the previous night. Everyone was living in the mind all lesson. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources by a natural means probably take ages. The lesson to after Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from day on, one day I would hear a voice and chat with me till I finished. So I said, I hope that the subject makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to the experience back then. As well, she is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home. When I she was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I was sleeping. Next time I was sleeping on a
Wow! Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sumeru's, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we... Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about—
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean—
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an. The Grand Sage has already.
Oh. Traveler? You don't have to.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get a... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course. If this is the Sage's plan, they would... So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisars went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even...
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are
वो नीलू है.
Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise!
नीलू. ओए रोंगटे खड़े हो गए मेरे.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you... But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become a... How should we make Nilu...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
Sorry guys. Dance karo eh.
Since we're in a dream,
Let's make this final dance of Sub-Zerus as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
क्या मस्त था भाई ये.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh,
उड़ गया ना?
Paimon feels like she's been Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
वो आ गई.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zerus festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Primo!
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the end. Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Favorite bench. अभी मजा आएगा ना ब्लू.
Let's talk think about Dunyarzad first? It's...
After we parted on the last day of the Subzeru's festival, among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Enjoy. I'm in a meeting right now, so joined without audio.
Both are fine.
Thank
Everyone reacts differently.
But this is so good.
Alright,
This story.
you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Subzeru's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Khaenri'ah.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Khaenri'ah. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it.
खत्म अभी क्या
No,
मतलब?
we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul.
Futa और
This is the
Iransun, yes.
only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tavak's.
Zhao also, I know.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been
It's
such
like
a long
Wanderer,
time.
first little
No
small
one's
character
noticed
who's
something's up?
whole
It's not that no one noticed.
हाँ ना?
It's
लेकिन
more like
Futa
no
was
one
not that
cared.
little.
Ultimately, it's
misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata
New
must have
4-star
created the Akasha
character head
in the
and
hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this.
Aletham to fire.
Anyway,
Yao
the
yao,
perspective
yao yao,
advocated by the
yao
sages
yao.
drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it. I hope my answers were to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental— Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the—
Go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wait.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
And Astra.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the. And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the mercenary—
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, The commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes.
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosk?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Subzerus festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground.
You know, Nahida,
maybe
your dream is how the Subzerus festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both...
No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Subzerus festival.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
आज स्टोरी से ही हाँ ये अपेंडी कौन है जरा उससे बात करके आते हैं वो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट खुल गए बहुत सारे यस कमीशन रेजन नहीं किया यूज बटर चिकन क्या है A talisman can help collect wood. मटेरियल्स निकाल लो फटफट आज वाले मटेरियल्स निकाल लो आज वाले मतलब अरे डोमेन वाले टैलेंट मटेरियल्स कंडेंस कर लेता हूँ ना आओ के मुझे भी जंगलिंग के लिए पायरो बोनस चाहिए अरे नहीं नहीं मैं भी यही कर रहा हूँ एक सेकंड नहीं नहीं इसका टैलेंट तो मुझे बढ़ाता ही नहीं होगा। अरे मेरे को क्या चाहिए था मैं भूल गया। 10 पुल अभी तक नहीं हुआ है, 901 है। वेपन एनहांस का भी देखा, हाँ वही देख रहा था। वेपन एनहांस, अरे हाँ इसका तो ये है, ठीक है। सैक्रिफिशियल, इसका क्या है? सैटरडे आज एक ये रहेगा। बेनिका फेवोरियस कल है, ओके बेनिका कल है सैटरडे, संडे कल है। सैप फूड कब है? कल है, ठीक है। फिशल कल काफी ज्यादा है, कल का बहुत सारा है। और सैटरडे का ये बहुत सारा निकाल लेते थे अभी। यूएमए का क्या है? ये तो मेरे पास है। आजा आजा, इतने के लिए आजा आजा, जल्दी आजा। कल है, अरे यार संडे को काफी सारी चीजें हैं।
Not now. Stars, shine for me. Fire hazard.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Here come the fireworks. The fuse is lit.
आ रहा है क्या सरकार? जल्दी आ जा। अरे आई कांट डू दिस इन एक सेकंड में आ। NH के क्या है? NH के वो कहाँ गई? अबे अबे कहाँ गया वो? भाई ये क्या था? आजा अभी, जल्दी आजा अभी। Did you get whatever ages and what's called you wanted? Not yet. Not yet, but soon. I have 9 days or 10 days still. Characters only. Lurk command exist कर रहा था, भूल गया.
Don't be scared.
Squall Fury!
Goldfish down! Stars, shine for me.
Unsightly insects! Follow me. That's far enough!
For a light show! We go! My guiding stars, don't be scared. Here comes the fireworks! Everybody stand back!
Behold!
Oh, nice. Dream of the ended in gold मिल गया.
Stars, shine for me. The night is cold. Objective retreat! Cold, mine to command. Goldfish up down!
Everybody stand back!
Not now.
You're in over your head. Let me try.
Here come the fireworks! My guiding
vermin!
Be chillin', go be chillin'. Yo Lex, welcome. I just completed that Sumeru ka quest.
Going in.
बहुत बढ़िया. मजा आ गया. I'm so satisfied playing that quest. Loot wala.
Why are you even here?
Time for a light show.
The night is cold. Mine took a
Unsightly insects. The wind rises.
Here come the fireworks.
Let's light it up! Adventure time!
Stars, shine for me.
भी आ गया loot हो गई.
Teamwork is not teamwork. Fire hazard.
My guiding stars. Cold. My...
The fuse is lit.
Wretched vermin! Squall and fury!
Cool the shot down. Fire Teamwork is teamwork.
Cold. Don't be scared.
Fuse is lit. Let's light it up.
Mobile Legends खत्म. Yo, Ronnie, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hi, Ronnie. How are you doing, man? Ah, that was nice.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's...
I'm fine. How's you,
Fireworks are
sir?
for now, but friends
Doing
are
good,
forever.
doing good. Where is this guy? Does he want? Sure. Playing Genshin, I'm running Primogen because I lost my 50-50 on Raiden Sugar. Now I'm getting my pity back. It's a dard. Nothing else. Just dard. Emotion. कितने टाइम से खेल रहे हो? आज है मेरा 62nd day of playing this game.
Relax.
तुम खेलते हो? क्या है AR लेवल? कब से खेल रहे हो? क्या कैरेक्टर्स है? पास 2 टाइम में भी रेडन पे 50-50 हार चुका हूँ. इस बार जीता बस वेपन पे 60 का पेटी हो चुका है. वो वहाँ भी 50-50 है. भाई मैं AR 51 हो गया हूँ. मेरा स्टोरी वगैरह कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है सच. एंड कैरेक्टर्स भी इतने कुछ बिल्ड नहीं किया है.
Everybody advance! Let's roll! Unsightly insects! Behold! Who wants some of this? Can't catch me! Bam!
Teamwork is
Advance! Rally! Attaboy! It's showtime! Wretched vermin! Everyone on me! Let's roll! Attaboy! Oh, you're coming through!
मेरा
Unsightly insects! The wind rises!
हाँ अभी मैं सिर्फ रेडन के लिए जा रहा हूँ और पुलिस कर रहा हूँ. भाई मैंने अभी जो प्रीवियस क्वेस्ट खेला है मैंने इतना ज़्यादा एंजॉय किया ना. वो बहुत सेक्सी था यार. क्या ही क्वेस्ट था वो. सुमेरु वाला था. मजा ही आ गया वो करके. बहुत मजा आया भाई. इट वाज ओ गॉड क्वेस्ट बोलते हो. हेलो भाई, क्या पुल करोगे, हुटाओ या एलान? सब बोल रहे हैं ये हुटाओ करो, बट पता नहीं, मैं मे बी एलान करूं। आइकॉन क्वेस्ट मस्त है नाइडा का, वो करा क्या है? नाइडा वाला भी अभी होएगा मेरे ख्याल से, क्या आना चाहिए अभी, मतलब है ना, ये देख लाइक अ ट्रायम्फेंट हीरो, ये क्या है? ठीक है, बिफोर आई स्टार्ट दिस आई विल बी बैक गाइस, थोड़ा पानी पी के आता हूँ।
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
हुटाओ बिग डैमेज डीलर एंड एलान तुम्हें योई मिया पे अच्छी काम आएगी सपोर्ट में। See, I needed Endro anyways. Okay. Sorry.
Fireworks are for now, but friends are
I need a
forever.
Hydro character anyway, because मैं तुमको मेरे कैरेक्टर बताता हूँ। मेरे पास हाइड्रो में सिर्फ बारबरा और एक कैंडेस है। मैंने अभी तक जिंदगी में अपने कैंडेस को कभी बढ़ाया नहीं है। मुझे एक चाहिए हाइड्रो फॉर माई योइमिया टीम, योइमिया वेपराइज टीम के लिए। अभी मेल्ट खेल रहा हूँ मैं विद लेला, लेला का वो ठीक है।
Let's continue our chat here.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
पिंचू होता तो भी काम बनता कुछ, तो ये लंच आपको इस हिसाब से तो शिंची अभी देख 3.4 जो लैंड एंड राइट्स फेस्टिवल हो रहा है उसमें शिंची फ्री में मिल रहा है, ठीक है। इट इज लाइक यू हैव टू, वो है ना जैसे हमको कॉली मिली, कॉली को हमने इनवाइट किया और आ गई हमारे पास कॉली फॉर एवर, वैसे ही सेम शिंचू मिल रहा है अभी नेक्स्ट पैच में। तो शिंचू तो मिलने वाला है, बट अगर मुझे C6 शिंचू चाहिए तो मुझे किसी एक चीज पे तो विश करना पड़ेगा। तो अगर मैं किसी एक चीज पे विश करता हूँ और C6 या कुछ तो एक अच्छा सा शिंचू निकालता हूँ, मतलब अच्छा ये क्या बोलते हैं कॉन्सोलेशन का शिंचू निकालता हूँ, तो मुझे येलान का ऐसा जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा, तो मैं हुटाओ ले सकता हूँ। फिर मेरा एक तीसरा टीम भी बन सकता है, बिकॉज मेरा शिंची भी है। शिंचू को मैं अपना डीपीएस बनाऊंगा, मेन डीपीएस। जांगलिंग वुड बी माय सब डीपीएस। एक और दो कोई रैंडम कैरेक्टर भर दूंगा।
I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha.
ये नाहिडा का क्वेस्ट है जो अभी, अच्छा यही है अभी। ओके नाइस, मतलब अभी कर रहा हूँ मैंने, वो टाइम लूप अलग किया था अभी।
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet. But this trust... In any case, we're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't... After all, No way, that's too...
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish
हाँ तो
goals.
देखना
How
if
is
I go
that
and
any
pull for
different from what
Hutao
the
and मेरे को
sages are
उसमें से
doing?
शिंगचू मिलता गया तो
That's
फिर
a good
मस्त होएगा
point.
ना
Spoken
because
like
next
the
में
goddess
शिंगचू
Sumeru.
बैनर पे भी है
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right?
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that.
Well, I've been thinking that if I
ऐसा
can't
बोलने का
directly
इसमें
possess
लीवर का
the
वन
leaders,
कैरेक्टर फ्री देते हैं
and if I can't get ordinary people involved,
हाँ
then
तो
I
इस बार
should
तो
find
शिंगचू
someone
है
who's
एक
already
मिनट तो
involved,
फिर वो
but
बैनर पे नहीं
hasn't
आने वाला है
decided
क्या
to side with
शिंगचू
the sages.
यार मेरे को लगा बैनर पे
You're
नहीं
saying
आएगा
we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the academia's back. They probably aren't.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. We ran into her basically every time the Subzero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old
बैनर पे तो
enemies
है
by
ही पर लीवर
now.
का कोई 4 स्टार में
Paimon
7
still
पसंद
remembers
करके
the
एक लेना
smug
होता है
and mean way she always
हाँ तो मैं
spoke to
लीवे में से
me.
शिंगचू निकाल लूंगा शिंगचू का मेरे को एक मिल जाएगा फिर शिंगचू
I've
के और
always
2-3
liked
मिल गए
observing all
हूटाओ
kinds
पे
of people.
क्लेम
And
करते करते
Sataria
तो
has
मस्त
always stood out from the
मस्त ना
crowd.
बट मैं उतने प्रीमोज
She
आएंगे या
was
नहीं
born
आएंगे
in the
पता कर
desert
लूंगा
and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light.
अभी रेडियन निकालने कैसे
Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the... But she doesn't...
Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots, and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
अरे अभी तो यार 51 है तुम्हारे वर्ल्ड में प्रीमोस ही प्रीमोस बड़े बड़े होंगे भाई चेस्ट इन क्वेस्ट नेक्स्ट अपडेट में एक ओटी एरिया खुलेगा एक और एरिया खुलेगा तो और प्रीमोस यस भाई मेरे को मजा आता है वैसे प्रीमो के साथ मस्ती कर रहे थे एक सेकंड
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
देखो कैसे नाच रहा है अल्लाह एक सेकंड में आया एक सेकंड में
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
संडे लंच चाहिए तो अराउंड 10 to 12 हिमेश खत्री HIME
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
By the way, check the UID. देखो कैसे नाच रहा है. किसका UID चेक करूँ? मेरा तो यही है UID. Guys सुनो, कहीं जाना मत. मैं आज 12 बजे तक स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ. Actually क्या है ना? Let's end the stream इधर. I have थोड़ा काम. मैंने अभी वही कॉल किया था. मेरे को लगा है टाइम, बट 15 मिनट ही बाकी है. तो आज का स्ट्रीम यहीं पे एंड करते हैं. कल we'll continue. नहीं तेरा कोई आईडी नहीं है ना? कल कंटिन्यू करते हैं. मैं आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट खेलूंगा कल भी एंड ऑन स्ट्रीम ही खेलूंगा. तो मैं अभी खुद नहीं खेलूंगा. तुम लोग भी देखो मेरे साथ आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट. तुमको पता है, मेरे को नहीं पता है वैसे. ठीक है, तो विल प्ले टुमारो. आई हैव सर्टेन वर्क बिकॉज आई हैव प्लान्स फॉर टुमारो. तो मेरे को वो एग्जीक्यूट करना है. ठीक है, चलो. थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग स्ट्रीम गाइस. आई लव यू ऑल. ऐसे आते रहो. फॉलो मी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. मैं ये कोड करके रखता हूँ, नोट करके रखता हूँ और मैं चेक करता हूँ. ठीक है. यस, व्हाट वर्क. I'll tell you, Cass. Sayonara, good night.